First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to State Representative Fred Shanks, and I'll tell you why at the end of this video. You know what's funny? Every time somebody speaks up in a small town, the same folks start screaming slander instead of answering questions. Mighty quiet in your neck of the woods though, huh? So let's get this straight. Part of what you're about to hear comes straight from former employees. People who lived it, who have the messages, and who are willing to show their faces and say it. Their stories, their words. I'm here to ask the questions they keep pretending not to hear. I am just a little pissed off at the fact that diagnosing something with a stage 4 cancer, and something as simple as sharing my videos, gets you retaliated against. If that happens, shoot me a message. So I thought, since one question couldn't get answered, let's ask some fucking more. Better yet, let's have someone else. You heard the match. Why do multiple former employees claim they witnessed the behavior sent to me? Why are these former employees so confident in their accounts that they're willing to say it on a podcast? Why do they say they have emails? How does someone who allegedly required employees to physically lift them out of bed due to intoxication maintain a position on the Board of Aldermen? Why do multiple former employees claim they witnessed this behavior repeatedly? What explains the inability to retain employees and the reliance on unpaid student labor? Why hasn't the town's primary news source reported on the undersheriff's federal civil rights conviction? How long has the editor known about the undersheriff's criminal history? Why does the operator of a news outlet censor content and refuse to credit sources 100% of the time? Why is that business registered under someone else's name? Did a city official actually tell a potential political opponent their business would suffer? Is that why nobody ran? What gives someone that right? Why do powerful people connected to police, the board, and city government reportedly meet at an office on weekends? What confidential matters are being discussed in what amounts to a studio apartment? Who's holding anyone accountable? How many times has the sheriff been informed about his undersheriff's potentially disqualifying conviction? Where the hell is your undersheriff? Why are people I don't know haunting my page like this guy? Do they want an autograph? A Themidnightburn t-shirt and hat to match? Does he understand that knowingly allowing an unqualified officer to perform duties is a criminal offense under Mississippi law? Is that why he told the Department of Public Safety to skip Simpson County during their statewide tour? Why did he delete that comment if he stands by it? Aren't they still just training? Well, by divine intervention, you might say, had a chance to get the perfect man for just training. Just so happens he helped write laws about just training and more. Take a look.
This is a proud moment for him, knowing Governor Tate Reeves signed into law a piece of legislation he helped write.
That'll get you a better police officer, a better department, and just a better product in general.
The new law brings more accountability to law enforcement, and it also gives more responsibility to the State Board on Law Enforcement Officer Standards and Training when it comes to officer misconduct. See, in the past, the board could only accept complaints. However, this new law now allows the board to respond to and investigate complaints or allegations.
The board will have investigative authority, and we've also allotted enough money to hire 2 investigators to look into misconduct.
The legislation also states that the board can even pull an officer's certification if that officer is found guilty of misconduct.
And therefore, they wouldn't be a law enforcement officer anymore without that certificate.
This bill comes after these 6 former Rankin County law enforcement officers, known as the Goon Squad, physically and sexually assaulted 2 African-American men back in January of 2023. The new law now requires all officers to undergo mandatory training. It'll be on things such as firearm training to de-escalation techniques. Each year, the board will have to report its own findings to the legislature and the governor.
Police departments have always had to get continuing education. Your sheriff's departments and your state law enforcement were not required to get continuing education. Now, all of our law enforcement across the state are going to have to get continuing education. So I think that's important.
Well. I don't think it was just about my song Crooked Badges either. On another note, I still have to ask why to some things, especially when it has to do with where someone eats or sleeps. Why has a legally grandfathered mobile home park been targeted with at least 9 certified letters on taxpayer money when their taxes are paid in full? Why did an elderly white tenant establish water service with no problem, but a black disabled man with a newborn was denied after jumping through excessive hoops? Why did that family go nearly a week without water? Why is the city fighting so hard to shut down housing for elderly residents who have nowhere else to go?
Gary Sullivan, age 33. Me and my family live up on the hill. It's Chris May, Hannah May's property, and the city has not been out to do anything for us. And we don't have anywhere to go. I have a 2-year-old daughter, so trying to...
My name is Cynthia Hobbs. I am 39 years old. I have one son. I am a single parent. His dad passed away in 2015. I rented a 2-bedroom trailer for Hannah and Chris May. I've been here for 8 years. And if they had rented this trailer, I would have nowhere to go. And the city has not monitored to help me to get a place. Miss Hannah and Mr. Chris also help with groceries if needed. And this is the only place that I can afford. I work 2 jobs just for eating meats. Sometimes I struggle. My son goes to school and work also.
Hey, my name is Cindy Quinn. I'm 52, and I live at 711 Fifth Avenue in McGee. And I just want to say, like, if I had to move, I would have nowhere to go. And it's a great place to live. The residents are not the problem. It's the people that come through there in the night. We're a tight-knit community. We help each other in any way we can. And it's a great place to live, actually. The landlord's very nice. And we have everything we need. Please don't shut it down. Thank you.
Has the city ever offered to help you or provide assistance?
No.
Okay. Have you seen the city up there?
No, they won't even come pick up the stuff after we clean up. We got it all real clean there and everything.
Have you seen them walking around?
Yes.
Just doing what?
Nothing. Really. Just looking at stuff.
And I am not moving for nobody.
Jeannie Colley, my age is 62 years old. I would not have anywhere else to live if I didn't stay here, live here, because the rent is real reasonable for the quality I got out of the apartment.
The police from the city just came and issued citations to all of my tenants, saying that they were not in compliance with zoning ordinances.
What happens to these people if they're forced out? Multiple residents have said on video they'll be homeless. Why is that acceptable to board members who call themselves Christians? Who benefits when they're gone? If board members must follow the 5-minute speaking rule, why don't the same rules apply to everyone? What happens when the person running the town's news outlet, the second in command at the sheriff's office, and city officials enforcing the rules all have something to hide? And what happens when someone finally refuses to stay quiet? I don't know, but it seems like other people is asking the same questions now. Maybe if you'd get answers to simple questions, it wouldn't raise more. And if you haunt my page for illicit purposes, say cheese. Until next time, catch the dice, they rollin'.
And crooked ass badges hit the floor. Flames so bright they all exposed. Midnightburn bringing all the heat. Dirty cows shaking in the street. Crooked ass badges hit the floor. Flames so bright